All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. Who would ever thought that politics could actually be more heated than talking about religion? I mean, after all, you have people literally on both sides of the fence, and the most dangerous people are the ones who refuse to do independent research and investigation. I just got finished watching a video where he must have at least 20 something times disavowed any connection or any support of former KKK Grand Dragon David Duke. And no matter how many times that he disavows it, they still keep asking the same question. So what are they doing? I'll tell you exactly what they're doing. They're trying to wear him out through continual use. They're trying to wear his campaign out through continual question, and they're trying to frustrate him so that if he ever caves into the frustration, all they will do is play the soundbite where they'll say, look, we asked him the question. Does he disavow David Duke, the KKK? And watch, we're going to play the clip. He doesn't do it. He gets mad. He gets upset. And they will totally bury the 20 or 30 or 40 something times that himself and his campaign have actually disavowed the KKK. It's utterly amazing, the theater, the dog and the pony show. But you know what this particular video is about? All right, I'm going to tell you what it's about right now. Listen to me very closely. It's utterly amazing. Watch this. Watch this. It's obvious that Donald Trump is the front runner. We know that as fact. Is that right? Now, believe you me. Believe you me. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to have many digressions right here. I'm just going to try to stay the course. But it's also looking like that even though he's the front runner, he may go into the national convention, the RNC, with not enough delegates to secure the nomination. But however, the distance is widening great between him and Cruz. Obvious, all right? They got that bootlicking jackster up there called Bill O'Reilly. They've got all the establishment pundits coming out against him. I've never seen nothing like this. I have never, in the 50 years I've been on this earth, I have never seen anything like what I am seeing today. I am watching the Republican Party, who are nothing but straight up two-time losers. Couldn't defeat the Democrat 2 times in a row. I'm watching all these losers cry like a bunch of babies over the one who's actually winning the Republican vote and the delegates so far. And remember, you still got the super delegates. But think about this for a second. I mean, I want to draw the narrative here because I'm actually speaking to people who do not understand politics. I mean, you may grasp it somewhat, but you really truly understand. Remember this. If you ever learned anything from Pastor Dow, I want you to listen to me on this point right here. In politics and in the court of law, there is no such thing as a lie. It's all about strategy. Did y'all hear what I said? Do not ever forget that. It's all about strategy. There's no such thing as truth. No such thing as lie. Everything's about strategy. Everything is. All right, now we go forward. But I'm going to tell you what I see developing right now. What I see developing is that he'll get to the RNC, the National Convention. And you look at the negative energy. You look at the negative power at that convention. Guess who's going to be there? Mitt Romney. Guess who's going to be there? Megan Fox. Guess who's going to be there? I think that's her name. But guess who else going to be there? Bill O'Reilly, CNN, everybody, Jeb Bush losing campaign. You're going to watch Rubio's losing campaign and the rest of. Watch this. Watch this and see what happens. These vicious, snakes, jackals, and dogs. They're going to be foaming and theming at the mouth. Watch this. This is where they will make their final move to hijack the Republican nomination. I'm telling you. And all of the establishment is backing Cruz. But America is backing Trump. This is off the chain. Because you know what we're facing right here? If Trump goes into the RNC with the majority of the delegates by the will of the people, and he doesn't get the nomination, you're going to watch riots in the streets of America. Because the people are going to say, damn it, this don't make no sense. No matter what we do, this 1% of the people that is controlling everything in the world, they're doing everything they can to make sure that they have their little shadow government and utopia of what they call America still running. Hey, America's a failed state. We're bankrupt. We're $200 and something trillion in debt with Medicaid, Medicare, unfunded liabilities. I'm telling you, Social Security is supposed to be an all profit. Because look at all the people who pay into Social Security, and many of them die without even collecting, and it's bankrupt. And where's the money going? Where is the money going? Well, anyway, let me stay with the narrative. You're going to watch a revolution in this country. My advice would be, because, I'm watching O'Reilly, I'm watching Fox News, I'm watching everybody still. Look what they're doing. They're still asking him, if you go into the Republican National Convention and you don't get the nomination, are you going to run as an independent? And he wisely answers, I can beat Hillary Clinton running as a Republican, and leave it at that. But the truth is, if I were Donald Trump, I would say to hell with the Republican Party if they hijack it and steal it right off from under my feet after I have the American people behind me. I would run as an independent and crash the whole damn party. That's what I would do. I would crash it. And you know what? I believe that's what he's going to do too. Because they have not honored their word, nor have they honored their commitment. The Republicans have not honored their word or commitment. And this is just literally vicious what's taking place. And I guess the reason why that I have empathy and I'm a little bit sympathetic towards what's going on with Donald Trump, because I have the same thing that happens to me in ministry. I have people slander me. I have people defame my character. I have people just flat out lie on me because they have a platform here on YouTube. No eyewitnesses. They just make up stuff, and you get this little coalition of trolls together. So I know what it means to be falsely accused. So does Jesus. I know what it means to be falsely misrepresented. Believe me, I know what it means to be slandered. I know what it means to have all these people against you. And his national spokesperson, that Katrina Pearson, she is doing an excellent job holding her ground and smoking literally everybody who comes up in the interview. And the American people, the more they see this mudslinging, and remember, he who slings mud loses ground. But the more they see this mudslinging taking place, the more bitter taste is put into their mouth, that they're sick and tired of business as usual. They're sick and tired of politics. Most people are just simply incapable, and they cannot even conceive standing for any truth whatsoever at all. It's sad. And I'm watching politics, and I'm seeing this thing, and I'm chiming in. After all, I'm just one man giving my opinion. Look at my last video. When I say Donald Trump is not a racist, look at the vicious attacks that people come out. I told you. And then I did a video about a week before that about, is social media bad for us in this world and society? Look what it's doing to people. Look what it's doing to them. It's like an alternate character or alternate conscience or some vicious evil comes out in people. It's utterly amazing what happens to people. But I'm used to people slandering and defaming. But you know what? I also have the majority of the people who listen to me, they hear me. They go investigate and hear what the other side says. They come here, they visit, they watch the fruit. They even come part of the ministry. And you know what? They say, I can clearly see what's going on. Donald Trump has a smear campaign against him in the politics. I have a smear campaign that actually is against me on what you would call the religious front. But let me also give you these words of wisdom right here. Do you know that in this world, no good deed ever goes unpunished? I'm sitting here watching all these people champion themselves as the epitome of all righteousness when they are nothing but snakes, jackals, and dogs. And for them to have the audacity to even try to come out and ask this rogue bullying question of what they call, I call it, what do you call it? Brutalism in journalism. It's not even journalism. It's just sad what they're trying to do. But you know what? There are a lot of people waking up, and they're not falling for this business as usual. No, they're not. And the American people are voting with their feet, and they're voting with their votes. And the establishment is mad as hell, and they can't take it. They literally can't take it. Like I said before, how many times are they going to continue to keep asking this man a question, and he has to answer, as well as his national spokesperson has to continue to keep answering? Don't fall for the shenanigans. That's all it is. It's a bunch of rhetoric and shenanigans. Don't even fall for it. And I'll give you an example how brutal it is. All right, give you an example. Okay, for instance, when you read the Bible, where in there does it say that God has ever repealed the Sabbath and changed it from the 7th day of the week, Friday night to Saturday night, to Sunday, the first day of the week? Where do you get that at? I mean, I've read the Bible, and I don't see it nowhere in there. So now it's in our court. We can pick and choose from that point to either support the truth or deny the truth. Whichever way you go is going to affect your character. It really truly is, because most people can't handle the truth. Most people can't handle it. It's just a flat out truth. They can't handle it. And most people can't handle speaking about religion, and they definitely can't handle speaking about politics, and it's showing. And see, nobody's on here saying disparaging words or comments about you or anybody else out there, but you know, be careful what the news media is doing. But I'm telling you right now, these snackle, jackal dogs, I'm telling you right now, they're hoping to go to the Republican National Convention, and they're gonna try to pull a flim flam. I'm telling you. And it's utterly amazing when you get the campaign manager or somebody from Jeb's Bush campaign get on CNN and talks about how Hillary Clinton is smoking Trump in every poll. They ain't got nothing to do with anything right now. Who cares about the polls right now? This poll is about who's going to receive the nomination. But see, there's a bitter sweet in everything that we do in this life. And let me give you another wise statement while I'm doing it. You can get more with honey than you can with vinegar. But I have people, I'm telling you, just viciously coming out because, I mean, after all, I'm a presenter of information. I'm giving you my opinion concerning politics because that's all that it is concerning politics. I believe it's the truth, and you're not going to convince me that what I believe and I'm saying about this politics is a lie if all you're going to do is just come on here and say nasty words and use disparaging comments and try to defame me or something. Like, you're not going to get my attention at all. All I can do is move on and then talk to the intelligent people because we're definitely running short on that here in America today. But pay attention. My advice is that he go ahead and run independent. Wouldn't it be something in this country right here? Man, I'm telling you what, this would be a serious ticket right here. Donald Trump, president, Ben Carson, vice president. Whoo-wee! And then, watch this, Secretary of Defense, Jesse Ventura. Wow. Minister of Finance, Max Kaiser. You know, if he's an American. I tell you what, I can go on and on and on. But Jim Rogers, he knows how to balance a checkbook. He sure does. But I tell you what, I love what I see because it's letting the whole world see, and it's letting all of America see that politics is nothing but a lie. Our system has been hijacked from the very beginning. And the will of the people has never, ever, 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 ever been done in this country. People have never been elected. They have already been selected. That's just the truth. And that's the truth straight way. So, I'm looking forward to the future. I'm going to watch these dogs and these pigs, these jackals. I'm going to watch these pigs. Because I'm telling you right now, look at the viciousness of their attitude. And those same people are going to be at the Republican National Convention. I'm telling you, it's going to get ugly. And I really truly think they're going to pull a flim-flam on him. But if he wins Ohio, New York, Florida, and California, it's a lock. It's a lock. It's nothing but a lock. But man, I tell you, they're doing their best to try to stave the wave, aren't they? You say I'm both coons out there. I mean, you know, I tell you what, sometimes I'm just literally embarrassed. Literally embarrassed at the unintelligence of a lot of my people. I really truly am. I really truly am. We are definitely proven that we are recipients of the curses of the Bible. No doubt about it at all. But anyway, you just heard the truth, and the truth straight way coming from Pastor Dow. I hope that some way, somehow, been an inspiration, at least cause you to think. The one thing I do want to do is not only get a positive energy here to stimulate thought, but I want to put a defibrillator on our minds and at least get us to think in areas that we've never, ever, ever been introduced to, much less even thought about. But I tell you what, whether we like it or not, you may not like talking about politics, but yet and still we deal with it every day. So you might as well talk about it. Do I have hope in this system? No, not at all. You know why? Because if I ask 100% Americans out there, what is real money? Do you know right now, the way it stands, that 90% of them will say Federal Reserve knows they'll pull cash out and call that money? But what does the Constitution say is real money? This thing is called in the Hebrew kasef. That's right, silver. If you don't even know what real money is, how can you chime in and weigh in on an intelligent discussion like this? Because the truth always sets free. So know what you're speaking about. And please, if you can, stop responding from impulse and feelings and emotions and giving these negative reactions, all because I'll give an opinion. I have not harmed you in any way. Pass this video along, and just maybe some intelligent people would actually view it, comprehend, understand, and begin to have their eyes open too. Wake up out of this matrix.